having a match at 12:30 after an international break is like you've been crawling through the desert for 2 weeks, just dying of thirst, and you finally think all hope is lost, and then someone hands you a bottle of water. You're like, thank you. You look at it, sparkling water. That's what the 12:30 kickoff is. It's the sparkling water of the fixture list. First of all, I'll get to Liverpool and Wolves now in a sec. I hate international breaks. Hate.
Hate. I'm using the word hate here. About
International breaks. Man, when I see international, like it fecks up form. Players come back injured. Our South American lads come back exhausted. And I just don't. I mean, why do they have to have it so soon? Like the season's finally starting to roll into gear. It's like, and international friendlies as well. Do me a favour. And then we have the early kickoff. So James Pearce had a good article in The Athletic there recently. I think since Klopp came to Liverpool, they've had 12, which is 6 more than the second highest. Now, I get that because a lot of it is on BT or TNT, and Liverpool have a big global fan base. A lot of our bad early results didn't come after international breaks, and we still did bad. But we had 6 early kickoffs last year, and we won 0. That included a draw against Fulham and Everton. It included defeats to Bournemouth and Forest. And so we're against Wolves. We still should be fine though. We're on a good trajectory there.
You gotta be kidding me! No, don't do this! They're superplex!
It's a terrible goal to concede, and you're just like, here it is. That's my weekend. And then I'm reading online as the match is on. Oh, just so you know, Liverpool have the next early kickoff after the international break. I was just like,
kids, would you step outside for a second?
Dear Lord, that's the loudest profanity I've ever heard.
First half was bad. McAllister looked spent, which to be fair, he'd only arrived back 24 hours ago after playing in Bolivia or somewhere. They just looked devoid. It looked like a last season performance, and you're just like, here we go. I'm thinking, I don't know what Núñez has to do to get into the squad. Like Gakpo probably has a better footballing brain than Núñez. Actually, he definitely does. But Núñez creates chance after chance. Now, I'm thinking, what does Núñez have to do to get into the team? Okay, yeah, sure, score more goals. Sure. We always get chances when Núñez starts, and I just think at the minute I would like to see Núñez starting. But then you lose that impact off the bench. And that's one thing that I noticed about this match was the absolute depth of the bench. We had Gravenberch, Diaz, Núñez, Konate, Endo. We had a really strong bench, which we didn't have last year. And we were lucky to be 1-0 down at half-time. So then we get to the second half, and that bench is used very wisely. Klopp says, McAllister, nice performance, but get out. Takes off McAllister, brings on Diaz straight away. Diaz didn't look tired, because he doesn't get tired. So we get a goal back from Gakpo, who's just about to come off, so good for him. He gets his goal. Salah with an assist. Was it a shot? Doesn't matter. Great goal. I'm just going to get right to it. The Robertson goal. Andy Robertson. I mean, I say this about a new player every week, but I don't know if I could love a player more. I just love this team.
Oh, my holes in the front! Because you're small.
Finally, a good Dutch player. You okay, brother? Yeah. You good? You good? Nice to meet you, okay?
He's been playing out of his skin this season. I loved his goal. I'm just going to break down his goal a little bit. It was so aesthetically pleasing. The fact that the ball gets cleared out and it's like it's going nowhere. He just comes in out of nowhere and is running up the middle of the pitch with it, not on the left. And so he plays in. He does a 1-2 with Salah. Now here's the aesthetically pleasing part. He doesn't break his stride. You know what I mean? And a fantastic finish. I mean, again, I love Andy Robertson, but when the ball drops to him in the box, I already have my neck cranked, waiting to see it fly over the bar. Keep it down.
Have it. Oh yes.
And I love Andy Robertson's celebration. I love this like stiff. He has these like stiff arms. It's like he's energy and iron brew coursing through his veins. He's like, just love the man. Love the man. And also that face from Salah. That's the face that I love to see on Salah. That sort of like, yes.
What the hell is that?
You know, like, I don't know why. Out of all the Liverpool players, I like to see Salah smiling more. I guess it's because it's kind of like, don't leave us. He's happy. I want to see more of those faces this season. And then Harvey Elliott makes it 3-1. Loving jumping into the crowd. Him and Jones, the lads. That was the 3 points wrapped up. And I tell you, I went from being another early goal conceded. This is going to be another match now like last season that we're going to lose 2-0 or something like that. So I was like, fucking, what are they doing? And then by the end, I'm like, they're doing that thing where they let the other team score first so they can score 3. A few other standout performances. Szoboszlai, absolutely class again. Honestly, he's like a young, tall, fit Thiago without the silk. It's like he's not made of silk. He's made of granite. Kwanzaa looked very composed. He can actually play. He wasn't just... Well, he did hoof it just a couple of times, but, you know, he's only 18 coming in, not partnering Van Dijk, you know what I mean? Like, it's all right coming into the squad when you've got Van Dijk to put his arm around you and to, you know, tell you exactly what you have to do. But in the second half, everyone seemed to play well. And I don't think enough has been said about how Klopp... I mean, the fans were essentially calling for... We need a new midfield. We need a new midfield. We need a new midfield. I tell you, it's a thankless job being a manager because no one's gone up to him and been like, thank you very much for sorting that midfield. They're all like, oh, you should have done it 2 years ago. But Klopp has completely transformed his midfield and is playing very well with them. We've bought very well. I just think Klopp should get more credit for that. I think the players we've brought in have suited us down to the ground. And I think they're only going to get better. Everyone's going to get to know each other a bit better. Everyone's going to start playing better. We've already started incredibly well. 4 wins and a draw. It was only for a few hours, but how good did it feel to see us up there, top of the table? If only for a couple of hours. Because it's symbolic. I admit it's very hard for me to shake off the fog of last season. And when we can see the goal, you know, first every game, it's hard for me to not be like, oh, here we go. But this team is different. And with every win and every good result and every good performance, I start to shake it off a bit more. This is not the same team as last year, I'm starting to realise. And it feels bloody good.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right.
So we were top for only just a few minutes, but that's fine. That's all I need. Just a little taste of it. City went a goal down. I don't think anyone expected them to lose. I was watching it, I'm like, they'll still win. And they ended up winning 3-1, copying us. Grow up. And by the way, on City, I seen the Kyle Walker announcement for him extending his contract. I expected to see more people saying cringe. I'm all for clubs like Burnley and the clubs who do it well showing a bit more personality and not just being like, we are delighted to announce the new blah blah blah. I'm glad that clubs are trying something, but when I saw this and I'm like,
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving!
it would have been better if he'd have just put, in my opinion, it would have been better if he'd have just put his face over DiCaprio's voice. You know what I mean? But the fact that, like, he acted it out again in a real monotone, like, classic footballer, like, boring sort of voice. I don't know. I don't want to be hating on things here, even though I do hate City. But it just, as the kids say, do they even say it anymore? This ain't it. Do they still say that? What do they say? Cap. So we've beaten the 12:30 curse. Our next game is on Thursday against Lask. The Europa League Twitter admin will be having a field day. The Europa League Twitter admin is there licking his lips at all the content they're going to get. What is up with this? Why do they keep doing this? It's for engagement, I know. But why do they keep trolling one of their participants? You should be happy that we're in your bullshit competition. Nah, I'm cool, man. Doesn't even bother me. So for me, absolutely made up with this win. This is as big or bigger for me than the Newcastle win. But these are the games that we would have 100% lost previously. And the fact that we didn't, we're only 2 points behind City. Yes, the season's only got started, but we're putting ourselves in a great position. That momentum and that confidence will only just carry us on further. So I'm absolutely made up, and I hope you are too. And then next week we got Van Dijk back. Kanate is on his way back. Good things. Up the Reds.